Sing along.
You got a private showing.
And for the millions online.
Both. Okay. All right, we won't ask for help.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Do 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 do. Erev shel Shoshanim Nitzena el Habustan Mor bezamim uvona Leraglech miftan Erev shel Shoshanim Nitzena el Habustan Mor besamim uvona Leraglech miftan Oh, Laila yored le'at Veruach Shoshan noshva Ava el hashlach shir bala Zemer shel ahavar Shachar homayona Roshem ma'alet lalim Pigel aboker shoshana Ektefenu li Laila yored le'at Veruach Shoshan loshbach Aval el hashlach shir bala Zemer shel ahava Bimhei Rabbi Ameinu Sheibane, Bimhei Rabbi Ameinu Sheibane, Sheibane Hamidad, Ba-da-ba-ba, Lo Alecha Hamlaha Ligmor, Lo Alecha Ligmor, Lo Alecha Hamlaha Ligmor, Lo Alecha Ligmor, Velo Ata, Ben Chorin lehibatel mimena velo ata Ben Chorin velo ata Ben Chorin lehibatel mimena velo ata Ben Chorin Sheibane Ben Hamikdash Sheibane Sheibane ben Hamikdash, Sheibane Bimhei Rabbi Ameinu Sheibane, Bimhei Rabbi Ameinu Sheibane, Sheibane Hamikdash. Whoa, 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 Lo Alecha Hamlaha Ligmor, Lo Alecha Ligmor, Lo Alecha Hamlaha Ligmor. Lo Alecha Ligmor, Velo Ata, Ben Chorin lehibatel mimena, Velo Ata, Ben Chorin, Velo Ata, Ben Chorin lehibatel mimena, Velo Ata, Ben Chorin, Sheibane Ben Hamikdash. Sheibane, Sheibane, Sheibane Ben Hamikdash, Sheibane, Sheibane, Bimhei Rabbi Ameinu Sheibane, Bimhei Rabbi Ameinu Sheibane, Sheibane Hamikdash, Sheibane Hamikdash, Sheibane Hamikdash, Sheibane.
We say Yasher Koach to Kol Rina, or our reduced Kol Rina this evening. But Either way, we are happy to have your voices and the spirit that you bring as you help us celebrate Shabbat, specifically moving from the regular work week to the beauty of Shabbat. And that's exactly what Kabbalat Shabbat is for. Welcoming in Shabbat helps us transition from the experiences of our week to the beauty and refreshing nature of Shabbat. So we begin with this beautiful piyut, this beautiful piece of poetry, Yadid Nefesh, page 10, and we'll invite Ran Nevelo along with Kol Rinah to guide us.
Yes, if you were expecting Chazan Matt, my apologies, but if you were here on Simchas Torah, you'll understand he left it all out there and he is still in recovery. Almost back. So for those of you who remember Rabbi Sheldon Lowe, who had been here years back, he brought this nusach, this arrangement to Yadid Nefesh. Hopefully you will sing along with us. I find it the most beautiful one. Yadid Nefesh av harachaman, Yadid Nefesh av harachaman, Mishoch avdecha el retzonecha, Yadid Nefesh av harachaman, Yarutz avtecha kemo aya, Yishtachaveh moradrecha, Ki erlo yedidecha meno vetzuf v'chotaram Adonai ziva olam Adonai ziva olam Nafshi cholat ahavatecha Adonai ziva olam Ana elna refanala becharola Noam zivra Az titchazeh v'titrapeh v'chayed Allah Shivchat olam v'tigyechemu rachamecha v'tigyechemu rachamecha Gehuz na'am beino havecha v'tiyamu rachamecha Ki ze kama nitzov nitzav lero b'tiferet uzecha ani ali machma libi Hushana ve'atitala migalena ufroz aviv alai Igalena ufroz aviv alai Et sukat shlomecha shelomecha Igalena ufroz aviv alai Ta'ir eretz migvadecha Nagila v'nismecha ba Machirahu kiva moed v'chaneni Imei olam Yadid nefesh av harachaman Yadid nefesh av harachaman Mishoch avdecha El retzonecha Yadid nefesh av harachaman
We officially turn to Kabbalat Shabbat, page 11, the Chuna Ranana, as we move our way through 6 psalms corresponding to each day of the week before Lechadodi, officially welcoming in Shabbat in just a few minutes. So page 11, we join together.
Neranena l'Adonai nari alesur yishenu nekadmavana v'toda bizmiro nari alo El gadol Adonai umelech gadol al ko Elohim asher biyado mecharei aretz ve'yato avod arimo asher biyado mecharei aretz ve'yato avod arimo. Continue on page 12. Arba'im shana kut betor ve'yomar am to Elohim v'chem lo yado yirachai asher nishbati v'apihi im yaun el menuati.
Page 13.
La 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 shiru Adonai shir chadash Shiru Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru Adonai baruch shemo, Pasru meyom leyom Yeshuato, Sabru b'goyim kevodo, Kevol ha'amim neflota, Ki gadol Adonai umulam meyo, No rahu al kol Elohim, Ki kol Elohei amei mimelilim, Adonai Shamayim Asa, Od Vadar Levanav, Od Tiferet B'Mikdasho, Avul Adonai Mizbechot Amim, Avul Adonai Kevod Va'oz, Avul Adonai Kevod Shemo, Zehumecha Uvahu Lechatzrotav, Mishach Avul Adonai V'Hara HaKodesh, Ilu Mipanav Kol Haaretz, Nimru v'goyim Adonai malach, Avtikon devel b'ativo, Yalai lalai, Yalalai lalai, Yalai lalai, Yalalai, Yalai lalai, Yalalai lalai, Yalai lalai, Yalalai lai lai lai, Yalai lalai lalai, ai lalai, Yalai lalai lalai, Yalai lalai lalai, ai lalai. La 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 Yismelchu hashamayim v'dagel ha'aretz Yiram hayam humlo yalutz enai v'chol asher bo Asher enenu kol etzir ya'ar Nifnei Adonai kiva kiva lishvot ha'aretz Yishvot devel b'tzedek Ve'amim emunato.
Page 15, we continue. Adonai Melech.
O haver nasihinu rash, o mehu nafshut chasida, biad reshem yitzali lehim, or zaru ala tzadik rishile simcha, simhu tzadikim baronai, ve'odu lezecher kacho. We continue silently on page 17 and 18. Yiram hayam lo tevel veyoshvei v'anarud v'chuchav yachad hirim yerneinu lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz lishpot tevel betzedek v'yamim ve'esharim.
Continue silently, page 19. In just a moment, we'll join together on page 20, the last three lines, singing Romemu.
Okay. Romemu, you guys know this one. If you don't know this one, this is really easy. It's a give and take. You guys can do this with this. So we'd like you to join us with this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kadsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kadsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. He kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kadsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kadsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kadsho.
We join together singing together on page 21, this beautiful psalm, Mizmor LeDavid, Psalm 29.
Avu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, Avu l'Adonai kevod va'oz, Avu l'Adonai kevod shemo, Ishtachavu l'Adonai behar hakodesh, O Adonai al hamayim, El hakavod irim, Adonai al mayim rabim. Kol Adonai b'koach, Kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shober arazim, Vayshaber Adonai et arzei Havanon, Vayarkidehem kemo egel, Lebanon vezirion, Kemo ben re'emim. Kol Adonai Yosef Lavakesh, Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar, Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh, Kol Adonai Yahoy Ayalot, Vayechezov Ye'aro, Ruvechalo Kulo Omer Kavod, Adonai Lamabu Yashav, Vayezer Adonai Melech Leolam, Adonai Oz Le'amo Yitain, Adonai Yevarech et Amo Hashalom.
And we continue page 23 as we welcome in Shabbat with the Chadodi, reminding everyone we'll sing all of the verses on the next three pages, and the final stanza on page 25 will stand and face the doorway as we welcome in the Shabbat bride together.
Lecha dodi lehikratala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi lehikratala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, Shamor v'zachor v'gibor echad, ishmiyanu el hamiuchad Adonai echad, u'shemo echad l'shemo teferet, v'hedidila le'echadodi v'yikra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelha, ki mekor ha'baracha merosh v'kedem, nesu ha'sof ma'aseh, v'mashamatila le'echadodi v'yikra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, mikdash melech melucha kum mitzei, mitoch ha'charei ha'rav l'Hashem, v'yemek ha'bracha v'hu yamo, alayich imla le'echadodi v'yikra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, idori ve'apakumi livshi bigde, tiparate hamiyaya b'nizadei halachi korba el, natige ala le'echadodi le'ikra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, Hidori, hiba ore, kumi uri, shira beri kevod Adonai, alayakila le'echadodi le'ikra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, lo tevoshi v'lo tegami, mati shochachi, uma'atemi ba'agesu, aniyeyami v'nimneta. Itila le'echadodi le'ikra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, v'hayom shisa sozayim v'rach ha'kuko, v'hevalayim yasis alayim, Elohai kisos atan. Akala le'echadodi le'ikra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, yaminu smol tibrosi v'yet Adonai ta'arisi al ish, ben parsi ben isnecha, ben hakila le'echadodi le'ikra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, Boi v'shalom tereh bala gam v'simcha u'zacha toch emune am segula boi halam le'echadodi le'ikra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, le'echadodi le'ikra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
And before we continue, as we have officially welcomed in Shabbat, it's traditional to welcome in one of our families that has been in mourning this past week, and the mourning rituals are put on hold during the week of Shiva, so we invite the Rosenberg family, who's lost their mother and wife this past week, to back into the community from the few days of Shiva, and you'll return, obviously, back after Shabbat into the next few days of Shiva. And it's beautiful to welcome you and the family back into our community to remember, but also to enjoy the beauty of Shabbat. And if you would like to, we join together on page 26, extending to the family the traditional words of mourning that we recite to all of those who have experienced significant loss. Hamakom yinachem etchem, v'tok sha'arv le'yitzion v'Yishalayim. May you be comforted amongst all the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. And let us all say, Amen. You may be seated. We continue, page 27. We'll do it in the English this evening, responsively. It is good to thank you, Adonai, and sing to your name most high, to proclaim your love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night.
Finger the lute, pluck the harp, let the sound of the lyre rise up.
You gladdened me with your deeds, Adonai, and I shall sing of your handiwork.
How wonderful are your works, Adonai, how subtle your designs.
The arrogant do not understand, the fool does not comprehend this. The wicked flourish like grass, and every evildoer blossoms, only to be destroyed forever.
But you, Adonai, are exalted for all time.
Surely your enemies, Adonai, surely your enemies will perish. All who commit evil will be scattered.
As the wild bull raises up its horns, you raised my head high, anointed it with fresh oil.
As my enemies gather against me, my gaze remains steady. From my ears listen and hear. Or for my ears listen and hear.
The righteous flourish like the date palm, thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they flourish in our God's courtyards.
In old age they remain fruitful, still fresh and bountiful. Proclaiming Adonai is upright, my rock in whom there is no flaw. We join together on page 28, the red arrow, Tzadika Tamar Yifrach.
Tzadika Tamar Yivra, Yeres Valvanon Yizgesh Tulim Bebeit Adonai B'chatzrot Eloheinu Yafrihu Onenuvun B'seva Yeshenim V'rananim Yehu Le'agi Yashar Adonai Tzuri Eloam Latamo. Continue, page 29. Miklot ma'im rapim, adirim, mishpreyam, adir b'marom Adonai, edotecha, nimamel libran et navet kodesh, Adonai le'orer yamim.
We invite those who are studying the Mourner's Kaddish to please rise, page 30. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah. Ve'alma divrach yurtei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'gala v'zman kariv v'meru. Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach le'olam u'me'ol maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei Kedusha Barechu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechamata. Damiran be'alma v'meru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'meru. Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav. Uyasei shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'meru. Amen. You may be seated. Once again, Yashakoach to Ron and to the members of Kol Rina. Refuah Shlema to Chazan Osterklein. We're glad your voice is on the mend and look forward to having you back up here with your voice and energy very soon. So, I know, but not the same. So, and we wish we were outside this evening with all of our cute little animals adding to the beauty. Obviously, this Shabbat of Parshat Noach is the reason, and we don't have the animals, but we may have the flood. So I guess it depends what side of it you wanted. I think we got the wrong end of this deal, but as somebody said to me, the kid said, "Did it rain last night?" I said, "Yeah, it was a mabul, it was a flood, right?" Neither way, we're still going to bless our animals, even in absentia. So we're going to invite Rabbi Kornsgold to share this evening's remarks, certainly blessing our animals.
Shabbat Shalom. So Shabbat Shalom to all of us, and an especially joyful Shabbat Shalom to our guests of honor today, our pets, who we all know are watching us from home. There's something wonderful about holding this blessing of the pets on the week we read Parshat Noach, the story of the Ark. It's the Torah's ultimate bring your pet to shul story. In this week's Parsha, God tells Noach to build an ark, not just for himself and his family, but to save all living creatures. Of all the living things of all flesh, you shall bring 2 of every kind into the ark to keep alive with you. Can you just imagine the picture? Giraffes sticking their heads outside the windows, elephants trying not to step on anyone's toes, and penguins waddling down the ramp 2 by 2. It must have been quite noisy and smelly, but it's the greatest animal gathering in history. And it's not random. It's God's way of saying all life matters. So for all the kids in the back, if you want to come forward for a second, do we have all the little ones who want to come forward? Okay. All right. So in place of all the kids, I'm going to ask all of us, kids at heart, if you have an animal at home, call out what you have at home. Dog. All right. Now for the exciting part. I'd like you to make the sounds that your animals make all together. Who needs the animals? We all do. This is how I imagine it sounded on the ark. The ark wasn't just a boat. It was a floating sanctuary, a place where human beings and animals survive together. It reminds us that we are caretakers, not owners of God's creation. In Hebrew, this idea is called Shomrei Adamah, guardians of the earth. When Noah feeds the animals, when he tends to them day and night, he becomes the first zookeeper, the first animal caregiver. And perhaps the first person to truly live out the Torah's commandment of Tzar Ba'alei Chayim, not causing pain to animals. Our pets give us the chance to live that value every day. When we feed them, walk them, comfort them, we are doing holy work, acts of kindness that ripple outward. There's a beautiful midrash that says the ark had 3 levels. The lowest level was for waste, the middle for animals, and the top for people. But all 3 depended on each other, because without the animals, the humans wouldn't have survived. Even in this hierarchy, there was interdependence, because God's message was clear. Every creature has a role, a purpose, and a right to live in this world. And I think that's something we feel in our hearts when we look at our pets. They depend on us, but we also depend on them. When you come home after a hard day and your dog greets you like you're the most important person in the world, that's love. When your cat curls up next to you, or let's be honest, on top of your laptop, that's companionship. When your goldfish swims calmly or your bird sings in the morning, it reminds you life is sacred even in the smallest forms. The great Hasidic master, Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav, taught that if we look deeply into nature, we can find God's song in everything. In the trees, in the fields, and yes, in the animals. Each creature praises God in its own way. The lion roars, the bird sings, the bee hums, and the dog wags its tail with pure joy. They remind us to celebrate life, to live with wonder and gratitude. And maybe that's one of the reasons God wanted all the animals on the ark, so that after the storm, after the flood, life would be vibrant again. Because a world without animals, without color, without song, without movement, would be a world missing a soul. In some ways, our homes and our community are like little arks too. We're all trying to create safe, loving spaces amidst a world that can feel flooded at times, flooded with noise, with worry, and with busyness. Our pets remind us to slow down, to be present, to take joy in a walk, a nap in the sunlight, or a treat shared in kindness. They model the kind of world we want to build, one of trust, one of care and connection. As the ark finally came to rest, God made a covenant, symbolized by the rainbow, promising never again to destroy the earth. It was a promise between God and all living creatures, not just humans. And maybe our role today is to renew that covenant by protecting creation, by showing compassion to all beings, by honoring the spark of joy in every living thing. So as we bless our pets today, let's remember that this is not just a cute ritual, although it's adorable, it's a sacred act. We are reaffirming the Torah's call to care, to nurture, and to celebrate all life. Blessing of the animals. Blessed are you, Eternal One, our God, maker of all living creatures. From the smallest creature that scurries to the tallest tree that reaches, you bring forth the fish in the sea, the birds in the air, and animals on the land, and entrusted them to care with our loving and gentle hand. For these companions who walk with us and share these days, for the joy of a wagging tail, a gentle purr, a playful chase, we give thanks for their unconditional love, their trust, and their loyal gaze. We offer gratitude and pray for them in this sacred space. May they live in comfort, free from fear and pain. May their days be filled with sunshine and the gentle falling rain. May they remind us of the wilderness that lives within our soul and help us to bring more loving, kind, and whole. You are the source of all life in every form and guise, and in these creatures, your love is reflected back in their eyes. So we ask your blessing, Holy One, upon our beloved pets, and upon all creatures great and small, we will never forget. May the Holy One who blessed Noah and all the creatures of the ark bless our pets with health, comfort, and long life. May we be blessed with patience, compassion, and the wisdom to care for them with love. And may our lives, like the rainbow, shine with the beauty of that sacred bond between all of God's creatures. Shabbat Shalom, and a big thank you to all of our furry friends for helping us remember what holiness looks like in everyday life. Shabbat Shalom.
We say Yasher Koach to Rabbi Kornsgold, and certainly helps us all every day in the office get a little bit more joy from a furry friend as our Anshe Torah mascot greets us all every single day when we come into the office. Bailey is a essential member of our office team. So we invite everyone to please rise, page 39, as we continue with the evening service, beginning with the Baruch Hu.
La 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 Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorach Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Hamevorach Leolam Vaed Hamevorach Hamevorach Leolam Vaed.
You may be seated, page 39. We continue the middle of the page.
Umavir yom, umevi laila, mavdil yom, umevi laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, al chai v'kayam, taminim loch aleinu le'olam v'ched, Baruch ata Adonai, amari v'aravi. Atolam. Ichem hayenu v'yorech yameinu v'achem ege yamam v'layla v'avarcha tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch ata Adonai ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha v'chol me'odecha v'chayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom alavavecha v'shinanam levanecha v'dibar tabam v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'v'lechtecha b'derech v'shachbecha u'v'gemecha v'shartam le'yod ayadecha v'hayu l'todafo b'neinecha u'davtam amazezo beitecha u'v'hisharecha. Adonai lechem emet. We continue top of page 44. B'malchuto bratzo kablu aleichem, Moshe Marim Ibnei Yisrael lachanu shivra, v'simcha rabba v'yamru hulam, mi chamocha bo'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, noradi lo osei v'ele malchutecha ruvanecha, ochev yam livnei Moshe, zeli hanu v'yamaru, Adonai imlo le'olam bo'ed v'nechem har, Givat Adonai et Yaakov, glumi ad hazak mimenu, Baruch ata Adonai, Gala Yisrael.
On page 45, let's read together this beautiful text of Hashkivenu. Allow us, Adonai our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel, and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. You spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Ushmor tzeiteinu voheinu l'chaim u'shalom yatav yad olam ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha baruch ata Adonai apore sukat shalom aleinu ve'akol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasod et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasod et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, odi le'olam, odi le'olam, odi le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael, et ha-Shabbat, lasod et ha-Shabbat, le'doratam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et ha'aret v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasod et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam u'biyom hashvi'i Shabbat v'yinavash Shabbat v'yinavash Shabbat v'yinavash v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasod et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah ve'almad yivrach irtei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayehu yom echon u'vayedecho be'Yisrael Bahagala, ubizman kariv, v'meru amen, yeheshmei rabba mevora, le'olam le'omei amaya, yitbara, v'yishtaba, v'yitba'ar, v'yitramam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei dekudesha, v'reu, le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata ushbechata v'nechemata damiran v'alma v'meru. Amen.
Page 47 through page 52, the silent Amidah for this evening.
Lie, 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 lie. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Ooh. Whoa, Veimeru, Amen. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimroma. Yaseh shalom. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimroma. Yaseh shalom. Yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu, Ve'yakol Yisrael, Ve'imeru Amen. Hu Yaseh shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'yakol Yisrael, Ve'imeru Amen.
Continue page 53.
Vayachulu hashamayim uvaretz v'chol tzevam vayachol Elohim b'yom hashvi'i melato asher asa vayishbo b'yom hashvi'i mikol melato asher asa vayavorech Elohim et yom hashvi'i v'kadesh oto kivo shavat mikol melato asher bara Elohim lasor. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Ha'el Hagadol ve'Hagadol Ha'Norah Elyon Gonei Hashamayim Uvaretz Magen Avot Bidbaro Mechayim Beitim B'Mamaro Ha'el HaKadosh She'en Kemohu Hamedi Alei Amo V'yom Shabbat Kadosho Kivam Ratzah Le'aniach Lachem Kivam Ratzah Le'aniach Lachem Lefanav na'avo b'yirah v'pachad v'nodeh lishmo b'el yom namin me'en abrachot el ahod ahod adon ha-shalom v'kadesh ha-shabbat v'marech tevi v'meni ha'mikdusha v'ha'mikdushei oneg Ze'er L'maaseh Bereshit Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu Ritzei v'mnuatenu Kachenu mitzvotecha V'teinu keinu b'toratecha Zameinu b'tuvecha V'samcheinu b'yeshuatecha V'tacher l'beinu levdacha b'emet V'yanhilenu Adonai Eloheinu b'yalcha v'avratzon Shabbat kadshecha V'yanuchu v'Yisrael mekadshei shamecha Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh ha-Shabbat Yikara v'yikara shemei Rabbah Ve'almadi v'rachi v'tei v'yamlech malchutei B'chayachonu v'yamechonu v'chayedecho B'Yisrael V'galav izmagadri v'himeru Yehi shmei Rabba mevora Le'olam yomei maya Yidbarach V'ishtabach V'yitbar V'yitraman V'naseh V'yitadar V'yitalei V'yitala Shemei Dekudesha Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiram be'alma v'himeru Tikabel brachonu v'achon dechol Yisrael kadam avachon divishma v'himeru Yehesh lama rabba min shamai v'chayim aleinu be'al kol Yisrael v'himeru Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu be'al kol Yisrael v'himeru Amen.
Continue with Kiddush, page 55. Invite any of our children to you to come forward to help us make the Kiddush and then get a blessing.
I don't think they're coming.
I guess not. We're striking out tonight.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pori hagafen Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher gidishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kadsho b'yachavav ratzon inhilanu sikaro lema'aseh bereshit Ki hu yom dehila lemikra'e kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'arda yadanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat gadjecha v'yahava uvratzon in altanu baruch Adonai Egadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen.
And to our young boys we say, Yisimcha Elohim K'Ephraim V'chi Menashe. And to our girls we say, Yisimech Elohim K'Sara Rivka Rachel V'Leah. And to all of our children we say, Yevarechecha Adonai V'Yishmerecha, Ye'eronai Panav Elecha V'Yichunecha, Yisadonai Panav Elecha, V'Yisem Lecha Shalom. May each of you be blessed with a wonderful week, a wonderful Shabbat, and a good week. Counting down, I know, for some of you already to Thanksgiving. And let us say, Amen. Page 56.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon HaKol l'Tegedula l'Yosef Bereshit Elo asanu gegoye aratzon velo samanu gemishverot adama shelo sam chelkenu kachem vegoranenu gechol hamonam anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lefnei melech malchei hamlachim Akadosh Baruch Hu Shehu Modein Ramayim B'Yosei Aretz Umoja Yikaro B'Shamayim B'Ma'a Ushchinatu So Egav Hemeromim Tu Eloheinu Einon Malkeinu Efesulato Kakatu Betorato Yadata Hayom Behashevota Elevavecha Ki Adonai Hua Elohim Pashamayim Mimaha V'Yaharet Nidachad Einon Kakatu bedoratecha Adonai yimloch le'olam v'ched v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai le'melech al kol ha'aretz bayom ahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo Oshemo Echad Oshemo Echad.
We invite those who are studying the Mourner's Kaddish to remain standing. This week in our congregation, we observe the orthsites of Leonard Frankel, grandmother of Marcy Kahn, Nathan Hafkin, father of Toblin Gottesman, Irving Schulman, grandfather of Deb Silverthorne, Benny Taxman, grandmother of Tracy Cherner, Ann Weinstock, mother-in-law of Warren Harmel and grandmother of Amanda Domenico, Eric Stern, brother of Dot Heyman, Roland Barkate, grandfather of Jonathan Itzikov, Susan Zweiban, sister of Paula Kerber, Samuel Sussman, grandfather of Susan Harmon, Herman Slutsky, father of Gail Donoff, Herman Cohen, father of Diane Yaris and grandfather of Risa Diamond, William Goodman, stepfather of Gail Donoff, May Adams, grandfather of Eric Silverthorne, Carrie Myers, aunt of Sarah Sasson Vasquez, Sarah Bouquet, sister of Louisa Ginich, Habib Yodim, grandmother of Farzan Bakshian, Myrna Zuckerman Stadman, mother of Nancy Souls, William Lipinski, grandfather of Leslie Peskind, Ricky Bahar, nephew of Morris Hassan, Asa Magdova, grandmother of Marina Kramer, Harry Wigder, brother of Mark Wigder, Murray Hecht, great-uncle of Michelle Meaches, Amy Post, mother of Jay Post, and Sharon Tatel, mother of Dana Freed. And we extend our most sincere condolences to Ian, to Carla, to Robert, to Jonathan, to David, to Sam, to Whitney, and to all of the extended family on the passing of Lorraine this week. And as so many of us have heard over the past few days, she was such a beacon of light and joy and inspiration to all who knew her. And may you all be blessed with many, many wonderful memories that will sustain you for good years to come. The concluding Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah. Ve'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'gala v'zman kariv yimeru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'me'al maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shemei Kedusha Berechu. le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'yimeru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim alinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imeru. Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, uyasei shalom, alinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imeru. Amen. You may be seated. It's my pleasure to call upon Mike Dubner, president of our shul, for a few announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. We have a lot of activity on our Illustrated Torah sponsors this weekend. First, Seth Kaplan in honor of Catherine's birthday and the anniversary of her bat mitzvah. Liz and Rusty Cooper in honor of their grandson Cooper. Carolyn and Robert Birnbaum in honor of the Benot Mitzvah of their granddaughters, Ashley and Emma Birnbaum. Illustrated Torah Pasuk sponsors is Nicole and Jacob Ratner in honor of their wedding. The Harmel and Domenico families in honor of Adriana and Jake Marks' Benot Mitzvah. And participants of the Argentina trip in honor of Amy and David Bayless and Cindy and Mitch Moskowitz. Kiddush sponsors are Ashley and Haley's aunts, uncles, Lauren and Bo Brownstein, Rachel Layden, Dana Lipp, Evan and Jennifer Lipp, and Melanie and Joseph Lipp in honor of the Benot Mitzvah of Ashley and Haley Davidoff this weekend. And I also want to wish Beatrice, she was here earlier, but it's Beatrice's 7th birthday. So the Kiddush donors are Rabbi Elisa and Hazan Matt Osterklein in honor of Beatrice's 7th birthday. So happy birthday. There's a lot going on, and I encourage you to take a look at what's in our weekly program. I do want to remind everyone of a few events coming up. Later this month, on October 25th, I guess it's next weekend, is the Learner's Minyan. That starts at tomorrow, sorry. Yeah, that's October 25th tomorrow. At 10:30 in the morning, it is our Learner's Minyan. On November 7th, it is the Torah Fund Oneg Shabbat, and we are honoring past president and our good friend Beth Burke. The following Monday, on November 10th, is our annual golf tournament. It's at Glen Eagles Country Club, and it is for come out and play some golf for a great cause. We're raising money for youth scholarships and general shul operations. It's a great golf course and is always a lot of fun, so please come out and join us for that. You can sign up online on our website, and it is not too late. There's plenty of spots available. And finally, I want to remind everyone that we have something really exciting to look forward to as we officially install Rabbi Kushnick as our new senior rabbi. That is Friday, December 12th, and Saturday evening, December 13th. Come out and celebrate, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and one final announcement. Tomorrow night after Shabbat, the Aggies play LSU at 6:30 p.m., and let's go Aggies. So
You may have an issue coming up over the next few weeks, as somehow where I went to school learned how to play football finally, so we'll see how that goes. But please, and I don't know if you mentioned, the Rabbi Kornsgold's class also starts this coming Monday evening. It's a class on songs of God. It's a theology class, but using music as a method of digging into some of those really deep questions about God and our relationships. So please come out either tomorrow morning it's adults. The Learner's Minyan is for adults tomorrow morning with Rabbi Kornsgold, or Monday evening as well for those great courses. And I think that's a 6-week session, right? Six weeks. And then later on in the year, Chazan Osterklein and I will also be teaching classes that you'll be hopefully excited about as well. So we'll conclude again. Yeshar Koach to Ron and to the members of Kol Rina.
Okay, this is the easiest one we have to sing. There are only 3 words. It's Shabbat, Shalom, and Hey. Now, if you don't like to sing, or you're like, oh, I have a bad voice, you can yell out Hey when it's time, okay? So let's get a little something going here. Ready? Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat. Shabbat, Shabbat, shalom, Shabbat, shalom, hey, Shabbat, shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 shalom, Shabbat, bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam, chitty, bitty, bitty, bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam, Shabbat, shalom, everyone.
There was more words.
There were, I forgot.